Hello, everybody, and we're back. I'm back in the booth, and yeah, I took a little bit of punishment, but thankfully I was not too hurt. Otherwise, I would have had to do a day 2 of this, but thankfully we won't have to. Anyway, our next match is for the Intercontinental Championship, and it will feature Edge, the champion, against Stone Cold. Now, Stone Cold has developed a different personality in the sense that, well, he has definitely turned against the fans, and of course this is not the first time that he's ever done that, but nonetheless though, we'll see if this new attitude of his will get him, will give him the Intercontinental Championship. So with that said, let's get on with it right now. So here we go. So yeah, that last match was intense because I wasn't sure. Like, we knew that Brock Lesnar was going to be a beast. We knew that he was going to be tough. But I completely underestimated how tough Big Johnny, John Laurinaitis was going to be. But we finished him off, and Chris Jericho is the new #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. Or the World Heavyweight Championship, and that myself and Cole are the #1 contenders for the World Tag Team Championship. Now, of course, there's a World Tag Team / World Wrestling Federation Tag Team Championship match, a champion versus champion match later on, but we'll get to that when we get to it. But with that said, let's get to this match, the Intercontinental title, right here, right now. Match underway as we have Steve Austin. Well, he went for a boot, but countered by Edge. Now, of course, Edge is this up-and-coming rising star. I mean, he's proven already that he's a star, and he's only going to get better from here on out. Now, his brother Christian also won the Intercontinental title himself, and that was in a tables match. But now we'll see how Edge does against Steve Austin. And Austin, the last time he was the Intercontinental Champion was at the Survivor Series in 1997, which also happened to be the same event that the Montreal Screwjob took place. And one of my older cousins, who is, he's married now, but he remembers that night as if it was yesterday. He remembers 20 years ago, almost 20 years ago to the day that, he remembers when Bret Hart got screwed out of the title, and at the time, nobody knew, like, he didn't know what was going on behind the scenes. Like, he just saw what he saw, and what he saw was Mr. McMahon using his power to, take away the title from Bret Hart by any means necessary, and that's practically how Mr. McMahon became this iconic figure of an authority figure that abuses his power to do whatever he wants. Of course, that wasn't really obvious at the time. That was until Austin feuded with McMahon, and then we got to see what Mr. McMahon was really like. And the rest, as they say, is history, as Austin and McMahon have feuded, but now Stone Cold has definitely turned over a new leaf, and probably for the worst. But then again, he's one of those people that just doesn't give a damn. And a back body drop onto Edge. And of course, Edge has to be careful in the sense that he has to be able to weather the storm from Austin, because I know that Austin is going to try to end this match as quickly as possible, because the longer this match goes, the more it would have to favor Edge, because, I mean, Edge is younger and hungry, but not to mention the fact that Austin has had a number of neck surgeries over the past years, so Edge has got to exploit that however he can, if not try to outlast him. But right now, Austin is putting the boots to him. And a neck breaker. Now he's going right for the neck. That's exactly what Edge needs to do. And another neck breaker. So now, yep, he's going right after the neck. And let's see if that gets him in. 1. No, kick out at 1 by Austin from Edge. But this is just the first of many title matches we're going to have tonight. And a kick and a punch right to the left arm of Edge. And a float over DDT onto Austin. And I'll tell you one thing. I mean, he's doing the right thing by targeting the head as well as the neck, is Edge. Another kick and another punch right to the left arm of Edge. So it looks like Austin is going for the arm. And in fact, that's what he has been going after for quite some time. And a back elbow onto Austin. 1. Nope. That slight hesitation might have costed him, but we'll see. A side Russian leg sweep onto Austin. And Edge, what's he doing? Well, whatever he was going to do, Austin sidestepped him. And that's another thing that Austin has to do is whenever Edge takes a big chance, it's going to hurt him. And a side facebuster onto Austin. Is that enough? 1, 2. Ooh, very close to beating Austin there. And a clothesline onto Austin. And a takedown onto Edge. But another float over DDT, and that busted him open. Steve Austin has now been busted open. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's only the third person to get busted open. That's the third person that has been bloodied in as many matches. The first one was, I think it was John Cena, or was it John Cena? Yeah, I think it was John Cena. And then the next one was Brock Lesnar. And I believe it was Cole that beat his brains out. And now, Edge now has Austin in a whole lot of trouble. And Austin has got to find a way to end this match off quick, because the longer this match goes, it would have to favor Edge even more now. And now Edge going after the arm of Austin. Now he picks up Austin. Thrown over the top rope is Austin. And Austin is reeling. And thrown into the barricade right next to the announce table. And thrown again into the barricade. And right now the referee is counting up to 6. Now if this match ends in a countout, then of course the championship stays with Edge, but both men come back in the ring. And a running bulldog on the Edge. And now wait, what's Edge doing? Wait a minute. Downward spiral. Downward spiral onto Edge, or from Edge, I should say, excuse me, onto Austin. And is that it? 1, 2. No! I thought that was it, though. Wait a minute, Austin. Now going for a Boston Crab on the Edge, and now Edge. Let's see if he can escape this one. I mean, Edge has been doing pretty well against Austin up to this point. If Austin can somehow put the pressure on him. And Edge has tapped out. So despite the fact that Stone Cold Steve Austin was bleeding like a stuffed pig, the winner and new Intercontinental Champion, Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Austin is now the new Intercontinental Champion. And I'll tell you one thing, if I know Austin, he'll probably try to cash that thing in for a championship match against the world champion, but I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I don't think it's going to be tonight, given that Austin is already a bloody mess. But I'll tell you what, Austin, he toughed it out, he pulled it out, and Edge is no longer the champion, but that just goes to show the experience that a Stone Cold Steve Austin has over a young man known as Edge. And Edge is going to be a great champion in the future, but right now Austin proving that he is not dead. He is not finished by any stretch. But folks, we still have more matches coming up right after this.